Hello class 6. Let's continue the chapter Agriculture lesson number 4. In this chapter we will be studying about mixed farming today. Okay? Generally most of the farmers of our country they do mixed farming. If a farmer is growing crops but also rearing livestock, it means that farmer is doing mixed farming. The benefit of the mixed farming is the leftover of the fields will be used as fodder for the animals, while the cow dungs and the wastage of animal can be used as manure for the fields. This is called what? Mixed farming. Leftover means leftover of the crops, which is called hay, the dry parts of the crop plants. Now, the proper definition of mixed farming. What is mixed farming? A system of farming which involves the growing of crops as well as the raising of livestock. Not only farmer is raising crops but also livestock. This is called what? Mixed farming. Now, the advantages of mixed farming. First one, mixed farming increases the per capita profitability. It means increases profitability. Before earlier, farmer is getting profit from one source of income only he was growing crops, but now what he has started livestock rearing, raising animals also. So profit is getting profit from both the sides. From another side he is selling milk or meat or wool from the livestock. In another side he is getting money from he is getting money by selling the crops. It means his profit will be increased. Second one, both farming complement each other. Both farming complement each other means leftover of crops, hay in the form of hay animals are getting, while the wastage or the cow dungs or wastage of animals are used as manure in the fields. Okay. Now third one, farmers grow the fodder in field which is used to feed the livestock. Farmers also growing fodder. Fodder means food for animal, that is called fodder. Farmer now started growing fodder in the field, and the food for animals is now available in the field only, for the time being only. It doesn't mean for the whole year farmers will grow fodder only. This we call, if after harvesting of wheat, if farmer grows fodder over there in the field, it means farmer is doing also crop rotation. I'll be telling you after this, but these are the advantages of mixed farming. And this mixed farming is not given in your book. Still I am explaining it because this farming is also a type of farming, as you studied about subsistence farming, extensive farming, commercial farming. Mixed farming is also one of the types of farming. Okay, and it will be helping you in your next class. Now, crop rotation. The meaning of crop rotation is by not growing the same crop in the same field for year after year, farmers they change the crop to sow in the field. With the help of this chart, you will understand how crop rotation is important for the farmers. See, first there are four farmers. First farmer he grew crops, same crop in all 4 years. Okay, first year corn, second year, third year, and fourth year also he continued. He continued the same crop. See, okay, and second farmer he grew corn, then second year he changed soybean, and third one in same field he grew corn and then soybean. The quality of his field was fair, while the third farmer he grew corn, then wheat, then soybean, then corn. He changed it. He changed every time while growing crop, so his soil quality was better than these two farmers. Then the fourth farmer, what did he do? He divided the crop, the his land into two part, in for in into two parts, and he grew corn and then wheat. One side he grew corn and another side wheat. Then next year, second year he grew soybean over there on the same land. And third year and the fourth year he grew alfalfa. Alfalfa is called fodder. He grew fodder over there in his field. So the quality of his field was the best because he rotated. He followed crop rotation. That's why the fertility maintained, and the quality was also good. Now the advantages of crop rotation. First one, crop rotation increases fertility rate. It means land will become more fertile. Less dependent on fertilizers. Now farmers will not have to depend on fertilizers for increasing production. Now third one, increases crop products also. Now its fertility will be higher, then the production will be increased. Now fourth one, less depend on monsoon also. Some crops in between if farmers grow crop which need less water, then they will not depend on monsoon for this. These are the advantages of crop rotation. Now green revolution. The meaning of green revolution. Revolution in which field? Green. Green represents prosperity, and green also represents agriculture, greeniness. Okay, so revolution in green in agriculture, when it was started? In the year 1956, when government started taking initiative in agriculture. After this, India is self-sufficient in food production. Now, developments which took place from time to time. Development which took place time to time through Green Revolution. First one, land reforms. When before independence, the lands were in the hands of few jamidars, and after independence, what our government did? Our government abolished jamidari system completely and gave the land to the actual farmers. Second one, technological measures. And technological measures, by using machines or modern machines in the farmland, farmers could increase their their crop productivity by using high yield varieties, HYV, high yield variety of seeds. Now farmers could increase their crop productions, and also they started using modern machines like tractors, harvesters, and many more uh, technical and many more machines in their fields. Now, third one, consolidation of land holdings. Small pieces of land were small pieces of land were consolidated and given to the farmers. Now, fourth one, crop insurance scheme. Through this was started in 1985 to support to farmers during crop failure. The spread of green revolution technology enabled India to achieve self-sufficiency in food grains. We no longer had to be at the mercy of other nations. Because of the green revolution, we are not dependent on other nations for food grains. But high yielding variety seeds, especially for wheat and rice, the use of these seeds required the use of fertilizers and pesticides as well as regular supply of water. But due to lack of financial resources, the use of HYV seeds was restricted to the more abundant, affluent means abundant states such as Punjab, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. Further, the use of HYV seeds primarily benefited the wheat growing regions only, where wheat grows well, there only HYV seeds were used, because these types of seeds need more water. Increase in productivity has started yielding revenue to the farmers, implying a rise in their disposable money. Disposable money means available for the owner's use as required. Means money, they can earn more money where in which they can use in future. This has induced a perceptible shift in cropping pattern. Farmers are gradually shifting from subsistence crop to commercial crop. Earlier, farmers were growing subsistence crop, while after a green revolution, they started doing commercial crop. Implying commercialization of agriculture is a sign of growth and prosperity. Okay, these were the advantages of green revolution. But because of high yield variety of seeds and fertilizers, some problems also created, and but all this has come at the cost of environment. Fertilizers, pesticides, and insecticides, which once showed dramatic result, are now being held responsible for degrading the soil. First, they showed dramatic result, means the result was so good, but now the degrading of the now start the quality of the soil becoming poor. Overuse of groundwater had led to lowering of water table. Now the water going down. Inefficient water management has led to waterlogging and salinity. Salinity means when salt mixed in water, salty, when water becomes salty, salinity. Okay, so the sustainable agriculture growth, Indian farmers need to focus on organic farming. Now, no use of fertilizers, no use of insecticides and pesticides in the field. Our farmers started doing organic farming. Now, what is organic farming? Organic farming is an eco-friendly farming. Eco-friendly when we are not using fertilizers or harmful chemicals over there, then it will be eco-friendly because we are not harming our environment. That's why it is called eco-friendly. Organic farming is an eco-friendly technique of growing crops without the use of harmful fertilizers and pesticides. Indian farmers Indian farmers should diversify their cropping pattern from cereals to high volume crops like fruits, vegetables, etc. This this will increase income and reduce environment degradation because fruits, medicinal herbs, flowers, vegetables, biodiesel fuel made from uh, vegetables, plants, or animal fat, that is called biodiesel. Biodiesel crops need much less irrigation than rice or sugarcane. Rice and sugarcane, they need more water. You have to do all these exercises. Exercise E, which is fill in the blanks. F, match the columns here. F, match the columns. And G, you have to identify the crop. All these exercises you will have to do in book. I request you all to send your homework regularly. That's all for the day. Thank you.